G'day, welcome to Homebrew Wednesday. Let's put that down there. A lot of people have been asking me about brewing ales in the winter. Down where I live, it's cold. Usually outside, it's around 0 to 4 degrees of a night Celsius, and they don't want to brew lagers. They don't have the time. I don't have the time or the space to brew lagers myself. So I just keep brewing ales. I usually use my brew fridges. One of them's being used as a normal fridge at the moment, so I've only got one that I can use, and I can't let my supply dwindle from just using one fridge. So all I do, I use my sapphire yeast in with my kits at the moment. I'm only doing kits and extracts at the moment, or partials. And I just bring it into a warm part of the house and wrap it with a quilt, and it keeps it fairly warm. I got a little video that I'll show you just of how it looks. It's very easy to do. It's my fermenter. It's just wrapped in a quilt, as you can see. This has been since last Friday. It's now Wednesday. It's about 5 days. The yeast was pitched at 22 degrees at the IPA, by the way, and it sat here for that 5 days. The temperature went up a little bit with the yeast activity. It's dropping down now. It looks like 13.9, but I know it's not. That's 19.9. And the room temperature at the moment is 17 degrees, but that's because I've just had the house heater on, but usually it's not on. And overnight it gets down to about probably 8 degrees in the house, sometimes lower. So there's no problems brewing in winter. That's not even, as I said, that's not in my beer fridge, my brewing fridge. That's just been sitting in this room on the carpet with a quilt wrapped around it. It will start dropping off now, but there's not much more fermenting to go on, and the yeast that I used will continue to brew at lower temps. But there'd be no harm with I might chuck a heat belt on it, but only for about an hour, just to raise the temperature up a little bit. And I don't like leaving the heat belts on, especially when it's wrapped in a quilt and in a bedroom like this, just in case, something goes wrong and it starts a fire or something. But so there's no problem with brewing in winter in the cold. Alright, yeah, so as I said, that'll finish fermenting by itself. If you can put the house heating on for a little while just to keep it warm, but that sapphire yeast will keep fermenting, and after that 5 days, and it's just the yeast clearing up after itself. It'll be done in a week, an extra week. But anyway, I've got another experiment. This bottle was brewed for my daughter's birthday. I use carbonation drops, which I don't usually use. I just got a new kit, so I had got these bottles with it, so I thought I'd give them a whirl. What happened was I must have missed this bottle. So it sat carbonating, well I thought carbonating, for about a month, and then it's been in the fridge for a month or more. And I thought what I'll do, just to test, and just to check that yeast is any good, I've warmed it up again to room temperature, and I'm going to pop a couple of carbonation drops in, and see if that yeast in there is still alive enough to kick it off. It's probably a little oxidised from the oxygen being in there, so it mightn't taste the best. But I thought it'd be a worthy experiment, just to see on that yeast. I'll just rub a little bit of this alcohol into my hands to sanitise them. Excuse me, and I'll open this. Grab a carbonation drop. The Cooper's ones that come with the kit. I don't usually buy them, but as I said, they come with the kit. Get a couple of those out. I'll just put them in the other one. That's them if you haven't seen them before. Let's put that in there. Shut it up. I might just squeeze where that oxygen is out of there in there, out, I mean. And there we go. I'll whack that in the fridge, in the warm fridge, and see how it goes in a couple of weeks, and I'll let you know if it carbonates and what it tastes like. Alright, cheers, peace, out. See you next time, Brew Wednesday.